It's Tuesday night, so as always, we have Tuesday night sweats. My name is Yes Mark Ramsey, and with me tonight I have Jeep Girls as well as Blend 44. How are you today, Jeep? We'll start with you. How's your night going?
Fantastic. I've been working on some Echo stuff all day long and I'm ready for this game. I've been excited for this one ever since I heard that these two teams were going to match up, cuz this is I don't know, will they withhold the evening the Halos or will they be toppled this evening by the storm that has moved in? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, me and you have casted all three of their Tuesday night sweats wins, and they have played very impressively in all of them. They did bring in some subs that looks like this will be an all Halo roster, so no Swagger, no Snake. Tonight they're going to be going all Halos, and they will have their biggest challenge yet. And we'll go over that team in just a moment. But I want to bring in Blend here. How's it going, Blend?
I'm doing great, man. Excited to be
And
here.
this
This should be an interesting match.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back, and we definitely have two good matches. First off, we have um, the the challenge that we put before the Halos tonight because they had been doing so well, and we brought in Yerma last week, who had Venom playing with them, and they couldn't get through the Halos with how well they were playing. So we went even higher up the ladder, and we brought down top 20 team here with Atlanta Storm, and we have Ninja Tim, Comrade Bacon, Dash Unknown, and they are here to try to get through this Halos team, and they we'll see how the Halos respond to that. What do you think the Halos need to do, Blend, in order to stay in this one, keep it close, and try to how do you try to go against a diamond team like this?
One, you have to make sure that those passes are crisp because if you mess those up, they'll definitely punish you probably. I'm imagining that Storm will have a good fast stack on their defensive bubble as well as their offense. And other than that, I'd say that they make sure they get quick stacks to recover those discs because I'm imagining Storm will be extremely fast on those stacks.
Yeah, the unforced errors, like you said, I think are really key with these kind of teams. They do absolutely make you pay, and of what might be kind of a small mistake in a normal game can just be, um, such a big opening for such a fast team like that. And Jeep, you have a lot of experience covering these really high level teams. What do you think really like when you watch them? What do you think separates them from their peers down the ladder?
One of the things that I see the most is the stacks. The stacks are incredibly fast, and they do, the reverse stacking. And for one person's facing backwards, one person's facing forward, it gives them an additional speed. I have no idea how they do it, but they do it, and it's quite lovely to watch. They are massively fast and they keep those stacks really really tight, so there's no room really to wiggle in. You have to leech them. Like, that is the only way to get past them, is to absolutely just hang on to their toes and just beat the tar out of them, which I know Jucifer, if he were here tonight, he would have a blast doing that. But that's one way to do it. Their passes are going to be on point. Their communication is a notch above. Just everything that you think that you've got down pat, they're going to come in at the higher level teams, and they're going to show you that you quite aren't there yet, and they're going to remind you that you have some work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love these matches too, where we do a little bit of skill mixing, where like in Party League, where these teams get an opportunity to test their metal against the next tier up, and that's really exciting, really cool opportunity for them. I hope they make the most of it. I hope they play well, and maybe even take a round or two here and against Atlanta. They both teams have been told to ready up. So we are just waiting for the buttons to press. We have a full lobby. Once the game gets going, play-by-play for the first round here will be brought to you by Blend and Jeep. And so we have the scoreboard here. Sizzle actually will be starting here for the Storm as well. On the Halo side, we have the Cooler Dude, Phoenix Ash, your new Stepdaddy G, Rose, and Miss Sweet Cream. Typically, we've seen Miss Sweet Cream, go into spectate, and we've seen the rest of those 4 as their primary starters. We'll see if we see that same thing here today. But all 4 of those players have a lot of experience on the Tuesday night's cast, and we'll see if they can continue their success here as we get ready to joust. And here are your casters.
All right, well, we are going to have this nice neutral joust here. Storm is going to grab that disc first. That's going to be Ninja Tim, but he does get stunned out by your new Stepdaddy G, and that is going to be Phoenix Ash sending that disc right down to the floor. Is it going in? It's going to bounce off the back wall, but the stack did move in pretty quick, and that's going to be Comrade Mr. Bacon clearing that disc through the midfield. And so they're going to just keep right on moving that disc around. That's going to be your new Stepdaddy G, grabbing that one right there in the bubble. Gonna hold on to it for a second, waiting for his team to get prepared and send that disc all the way down back into the blue zone. It's gonna bounce into the bubble. They're not quite gonna get to it first, and that's gonna be Sizzle for the grab. Gonna send that disc right back through again. They're gonna play a little ping pong with it here tonight.
Okay, sorry. I think my microphone was muted. Now we're back. Okay, apologies about that. Nice turnover. Oh my goodness, that's so tight when the people are right next to each other. Play a little patty cake with each other. I think when they're on those clock, it is tough. I don't know how you defend against those.
I can't. I tell you. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell you that, Blend. You didn't know.
All your secrets.
That's going to be Atlanta Storm taking those first couple of points there, just a minute and 6 seconds in, or a minute and 10 seconds in, I should say. And they are moving that disc right back down again, though, is the Halos. They've got possession. They did lose possession there, and that stack from Atlanta Storm is going to move in quickly with that. Ninja Tim going to take that long three, going to ding it off the ring and be right back into the hands of Unknown. Unknown going to send it back to the clock again to Comrade Mr. Bacon, going to lose possession. Going to bounce right back out of the bubble again over to Sizzle.
And they are definitely moving this disc around that bubble, top, bottom. Just finding that right angle, just distracting that goalie enough that he has to pull his attention in 4 different directions all at once. It's hard to keep track of where that disc is.
It certainly is, and that is going to be Joust advantage going back over to the dysfunctional Halos right now as they come out ready to grab it. Jucifer, yes, you are pointing out that a lot of these guys are on either AAA teams or PDR. They are for the Storm, and they work a lot. So yeah, they're kind of putting a little bully in on the Halos tonight. That's okay. That's okay. It's fun.
Halos surprise us all, perhaps. Maybe
you know what?
Storm attacking.
Absolutely, and you never know what's going to happen in the arena, and a lot of things can change. But that's not going to change that long bounce shot there by Ninja Tim, stretching that lead to 7 points.
That was a great bounce pass, stalling on that boot to allow his teammates to add that additional pressure to distract that goalie. Make that beautiful bounce pass. See what Orange can do. Maybe they need another Halo from an Angel. Connect that second pass. That's always the challenge, is connecting that second and third pass.
It is, and they did a great job. The disc movement there by the Halos was fantastic, and they are going to get some points on the board right here, right now. Doing a great job getting those points up there.
Beautiful control, a little loose maybe to throw off the Storm, thinking that they could, they scuffed the pass, but maybe it was all planned the whole time.
I imagine.
That's what it always is, self-pass. Never a miss-pass. You're floating. A lot of gumption to do that all the way up to double D.
Get to your launchers.
Not entirely see that it was upside down, but it was a lovely pass to feed it right into the goal. Orange can, they can slow it down. Maybe the Halos make another 3 pass. Control, maintain at this. Watching that front stack is going to come out real fast.
They are, and that is going to be Cooler Dude with the disc. Sends that one quickly down to your new Stepdaddy G. Stepdaddy G is trying to get it down the arena, but the Storm is going to turn that one around, moving that right back down into the orange zone. Oh, what a grab by Rose. Gonna deny that shot, sending it right back down in the midfield area. But Unknown is there with a stack ready to go. Gonna send it over to Comrade Mr. Bacon. Comrade down to Ninja Tim. Gonna put another 2 points on the board.
Get to your launchers.
So it's just so it's like they're moving at a different speed. Just trying to watch. It's so fast. It's such a great. You can see so many different levels that this game can be played at. That there is never really a ceiling. If you think you have hit it, there's another level.
Absolutely. And the talent that it takes. And they put a lot of work in. Don't get me wrong, both of these teams do. And that's why they're where they are. And that's going to be, Comrade Mr. Bacon going to steal that 3 points and get 2 points on the board instead with a headbutt. I'm sure Ninja Tim was probably having a fit right about now.
Gotta add a little finesse. I can never hit a headbutt. It always goes the exact opposite direction where I want it to go.
Right? It's not something I'm going to risk.
Halos is maintaining excellent control with that stack. And sometimes it's a great way to control that, so avoid the pressure of that front stack. Blue's maintaining great control with it.
Get to your launchers.
Making a lovely 3.
12.
As we said at the beginning, Storm is going to be playing at a very high level, and they're going to be punishing all those mispasses towards the Halos. I think at this point they need to make those just short, quick passes, stalling for time, allowing the teams to move up.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those things we love, and every now and then we'll get to scrim with somebody who's way higher than us, and we love it. And a lot of times they'll say, do you want us to go easy on you? And I'm like, absolutely not. I want you to give me everything you have, because once we can start chipping away at that and start to, you get 1 point on the board, you make a save, and then that starts to increase, and that ball starts to roll, and then you start figuring it out, and that's where you improve. So I personally never mind a scrim that's way better than me. Now, I don't want a team that's going to be toxic about it. I want everybody to say, hey, great job afterwards. But anytime you can play somebody that's better than you, that's where you're going to improve. And that is going to be a quick one there to round out round 1 with a long bounce.
It's a tough play.
Here, Miss Sweet Cream in the Twitch chat. Go ahead, Blend.
Oh, no, go for it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Miss Sweet Cream is in the Twitch chat. I told them that this would be comical. No, they're having a good time, and as long as everybody's having a good time, that is what this is all about. So we are here for it. Mark, are you here with us? Are you checking in?
Yeah, we saw a really, really strong round there by the Storm. They kind of stormed in, and so these are times that you can recollect and reconfigure. Their bubble defense actually was very good. They were really spaced out. They fell into bubble defense really fast. So to even be able to set up your bubble defense against a team like the Storm that are that fast, that means that they do have the potential to minimize the damage. They do have scores, as we see. They can get down there. They did score, and that is no small feat, as you mentioned a moment ago. When you play these really, really good teams, scoring is very difficult. So the fact that they did that and put a little chink in the armor, the fact that they are falling into really good bubble defense means the second round could be a lot closer.
Absolutely. And yeah, Jucifer's calling for the Halos here for round 2. So let's see what they bring here as we get the neutral toss. Again, this time the Halos get possession of that disc first. They head that disc down to be in the trap area. They are still fighting for it, and that disc is moving all the way down. Oh, nice work by that stack. Gonna stun out the blue player there for Atlanta. Storm sending that disc all the way down into the bubble, though, and they are working on it. Gonna just sneak that one in on the belly of that goal is Unknown.
Yeah, nice 17-meter shot. Looked like he may have been going high, just a little flick, and then went low, and just putting it obviously right where he intended to. So we will see how they try to roll it here. They get a headbutt in with the stack as they put pressure on it. However, the Halos do collect the disc. They send it to midfield where Sizzle will pick it up. He's going to be on the floor here as he brings it up. He's going to keep bringing it up as long as they give him room, and he takes it all the way in, puts it in a bottom pocket, and that he definitely was reading that the defense was giving him that extra space, and decided to just take it all the way in.
7, 6.
They did, and we are going to see Jow's advantage going back over to the dysfunctional Halos right now. We do have Jucifer asking for a Storm versus Tachyons game, which would be really intense and a lot of fun. So he's requesting. You know what? Maybe you guys should make that a point point redemption. Make him collect all those points and then pop them in to see what teams he wants to see play. Unknown with the disc, going to send that one all the way down to the hands of Ninja Tim, moving into the bubble, but the stack's going to come in and stun him out, stealing that disc and sending it right back through the midfield. It's going to bounce down into the middle of that blue area, and they're going to overshoot that just a tad, but Cooler Dude going to grab it, bouncing it off the back wall. Oh, they still have possession. Everybody in the goal, and Rose going to sink that one in, getting 2 points on the board for dysfunctional Halos.
Great shot. He, with his back to the goal, knowing that you're in a very, very difficult situation, as far as you're not going to have much time, he gets turned around. He gets a really solid shot on there. Very, very good goal there. And the Halos cut the lead in half. And just for Juice, I'll give him a little behind the scenes, I guess. We almost did have a Storm and Tachyons the last week. Nice shot. And great shot there by Unknown. And we had Storm signed up, and we had 3 Tachyons, but we couldn't quite get a full Tachyon crew. That did sound like they were definitely into the idea, so I do think that may be a possible thing. You might need to cash those channel points in, though, like Chief said. Your Stepdaddy G is going to have it on the near side station. Does take it, floats in, doesn't quite deliver the pass to Trench. It's going to be a turnover here to the Storm, and Comrade is going to send it cross table, and it does manage to get through. It looked like there was a backstack there, but it did slip through, and it's going to go into an offensive possession one-on-one here off the ding ring top. It's slapped away by Rose. Nice slap, picked up in the top trench, and goes inverted by Unknown as he then resets it back to Ninja Tim. Is going to send it over to cross shoulder with Unknown, makes a nice move and hits the top pocket. Great move along shield to get enough space to really rip that nice 18-meter shot.
Was lovely. Jow's advantage going back over to the dysfunctional Halos with 6 minutes 18 seconds left on the clock. So they've changed something up because they're holding up a lot better here in round 2. Just down by 6. That's only 2 goals. So they are doing a fantastic job. Phoenix Ash moving that disc all the way down into the blue zone there as Rose picks it up, moving in towards the bubble. Across the arena, but it's not quite going to connect, and that is a free disc just for a moment. Unknown going to pick it up, though, sending it right back down into the orange zone and up the wall. They're going to have to get to that one quickly, and they are, but it's not going to go in. It's going to be right back out of the bubble once more as Sizzle moves in.
Yeah, maybe a little form over function shot there, and doesn't quite make it, but they still have possession here as the Storm takes it back in. They'll be tracked down by Sizzle. He does retreat, but the disc is stolen. It will be reset but into the bow tie, and it's a loose disc still. Halos have a chance to recover. A nice steal there as Rose going to send it all the way down. It's going all the way down. It's a good opportunity for them to get that stack down. They have it, but they hit the ding ring. They do chase it down. Your Stepdaddy G has it on the near side wall. He's got an opposite shoulder option. He hits it closer to the ceiling where he's tracked down by the defense there as they clear it back into the other end and already have a player down there, but by himself. He does get to the disc, but unable to deliver a backboard shot behind the goal. Loose disc will be in favor of the Storm as Unknown takes it to the near side wall. He's trying to set up. He has a guy at 12 o'clock and one right behind Shield. He's going to take it in himself, but doesn't make the shot. A lot of really low percentage shots here by Atlanta Storm. They're not really able to hit these, at least in this possession, I should say. They do take it in and get a more higher percentage shot there by Comrade Bacon. A nice little in the bubble, in the goal shot.
Yep, and that's Joust advantage going back over to the dysfunctional Halos right now. as they're doing a fantastic job here in round 2. 4 minutes left on the clock up there, and we've got the cooler dude making that grab. Gonna send it down to the tunnel quickly to your new stepdaddy G, who quickly gets it across the arena to Phoenix Ash as the storm was moving in on him. That's gonna be Ninja Tim making that grab there with the stack ready to go, and they are gonna clear and stack down to it. Ninja Tim with the disc, gonna send that one in for the 3.
Yeah, and I think that back stack, I mean, that the front stack was causing all that chaos on that possession. It felt like all 4 players were up there, and then they sent it up, and they just had that back stack waiting. So they used that front stack to cause the chaos and force the issue. And then you saw how quickly that back stack could go from getting the errant clear to being all the way up in an offensive scoring, opportunity. It just happened so quickly with them.
It does, and the Halos are really adjusting quite well. Though they're getting that disc off a lot faster. They're not holding it as long because that's when Storm is taking it back, as they're coming in with those stuns and stealing the disc with that stack. So
Yeah.
instead, they're not holding it. If you see them, they're popping it off as soon as they get it, and they're quickly moving that disc down the arena. And that is how you combat a team that's so fast on those stacks. Well done.
Yeah, and it was nice. You saw Stepdaddy G. They did use the stack to knock it away from him. He tracked it down and actually got it back, kept the offensive possession. They keep a solid back line here, even with the possession. So they are sticking to their game plan. Everybody's staying where they need to be. They're not getting too, trying to do too much. Sometimes in these situations you get out of position trying to do a little too much. They are playing very well, but this Atlanta Storm team is no joke at all as they open up a 14-point lead here with a nice 3-pointer.
2.5 minutes, a little under 2.5 minutes left on the clock as Joust advances back over to the Halos again. I would love to see them get another couple of goals on the board here, because once you start to make that momentum shift, it does indeed help, and that disc is going to go all the way down the arena and into the bubble, but the back stack is there waiting on it. Ninja Tim in the lead with the disc there, going to send that one right back through the midfield all the way down into the bubble, and Comrade Mr. Bacon is going to take the 3.
Great transition stack into there, and they couldn't get the back stack quick enough to cover. And and it's I think they have a lot to look at with this and be really excited about as far as this upcoming season. They played really well, at times even played well on these one-on-one situations and have maintained possession, been able to execute their game plan. They get a nice stack in there as they chase it down and send it back into the offensive zone. Only one back, so if they can get a stack back, they can get to it. They do get one back. He sends it down below goal. It's going to kick around to his teammate, but will he get there first? Looks like a tie, but the Sizzle got in the stun, so he will be the one fielding the disc out of there. They do send the disc back in on an errant clear. At 12 o'clock, it is caught up to by the Storm as they clear it out.
Oh, nice stun work. Great
Relentless.
save also.
Yeah, they're not giving up on this. They can't clear that out. It hits wedge and goes into trap. But Cooler Dude can't quite get down into trap enough, and they have this deadly stack, so watch out.
They do indeed. They're moving quick though, and Halos are definitely combating that. They're doing a fantastic job. What a great save by the Halos. Going to send that disc right back down, all the way down into the blue zone. They're going to have to grab that one and send it right back. Nice passing work here by the Atlanta Storm as they move that one right into the bubble. The stacks are coming in, and they're just going to take that shot.
Yeah, and just how well on that last, before they just brought up that time, how well they fall into that bubble defense. And in that case, they picked up the save, got the clear. And but they come back and they do get another 22-2 Mercy win on that Ninja Tim shot. A lot of those shots, it's just when they come out that fast, you see these shots that we see a lot of goalies oftentimes pick up, but when they come in at 17 and 18 almost every time, and they're placed with such precision by these players, that is just such a difficult task for a goalie, and you saw that's where they really built their lead on.
Absolutely. All right, so what do we have up next, Mr. Mark?
Oh, this is exciting. We have the debut, or at least the casted debut, of Spatial Illusion, the new Spatial Collective team. Mr. Quackless has assembled his team with Falcon, Jaxie, as well as Lolly B and Southernly Discomfort. So they have a great team lined up. They're going to go against Ecoalition. Tough to say exactly who they'll bring forward. They always have kind of an array of players that play. I know Dast Damon will be playing, as well as I think Panda Cub's going to be playing. So that'll be really exciting. I think we'll have a good match here coming up, and should be an even one. But Ecoalition does have the generated chemistry, which Spatial Illusion is still developing.
Fantastic. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. Blend, how you feeling?
Doing well. I mean that. I'd say.
Feeling muted again.
Am I still muted? Okay, good. Damn it. Oh, sorry, I can't swear on this. I apologize to all our viewers, but I
Blend,
do
you there?
think that. Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me.
I can hear you.
Great. So you can hear me.
Hmm.
Anyways.
Maybe
But nobody
I
else can hear me.
so.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna go with the voice inside my head. I do think it's a tough match, especially with Halo's mindset to go up against somebody that kind of David and Goliath situation. However, I do think.
So yeah, we are getting the second lobby together here for Spatial Illusion and Ecoalition. Do you see here? Ecoalition's been on the cast twice. This will be obviously Spatial Illusion's first time. Do you have any predictions, Jeep?
I do not. I'm interested to see. I love a lot of these players on these teams. They're fantastic. They're super nice, and they're all great players in and out of the arena. So this is going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, and that's really what makes kind of the reason I wanted to do these scrims. Is it's always fun watching Vermal, but also it's kind of fun to hype up all your friends and get everybody in there for these really familiar matches against where everyone in the whole arena knows each other. They played together a lot of times for months and months in mixed scrims, either on Tyro or other servers, or just picking up friends. And so it's really fun to get these together, because the sportsmanship is always at a really high level, but the competitiveness of it and competitive spirit's also really high. So they will leave nothing left in their tank when this one's done. Quackless is in the arena, so we do have life as we are going to bring in these teams. I'm excited to see what Quack has assembled here.
Yes, and we are entering the arena ourselves, as I am. We'll be in there in just a second. Blend, how do you feel going into this one?
Well, I've never seen Quackless's new team play with. I haven't seen all these players play together, but I have played with all of them individually, and it should be quite an interesting match. It's definitely going to be close, which is always a little bit more entertaining to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Falcon is Falcon's on this team. So I thoroughly enjoy Falcon's antics in the arena. A lot of fun to be around and to play against. I got to play with him in a pub the other day, and I had recognized his name from casting, and then I was like, I felt like I knew him. He had no idea who I was, which was hysterical, because I was like, oh, hey, I know you. And he's like, oh, okay, do you now? So it's always fun. It's always fun when that happens.
That didn't sound creepy at all.
I know, right?
I've been watching this from afar.
I know. I've been watching you. Yeah, it could be a little creepy, but I do, and that's one of the fun things about casting is I do get to see these players. I get to see them move up on teams. I get to see them advance. I get to see them improve. And it's a lot of fun to watch them as they progress through the ladder and they move and they move about and improve. And it's cool. It's a lot of fun to see. But half the time they don't know who I am, so I run into them and I'm excited because I'm like, like I said, I know you, and they're going, I don't know you. So it's fun.
It's okay. You're just like the Keanu Reeves. You're just on the subway. Nobody knows who you are, but you know who you are, and you just rock it. So it's cool.
Right.
Nobody minds.
That's right.
The
All right,
female
we have.
carries.
Oh, thanks for clarifying. No, we've got a lot of cool people hanging out with us in the Twitch chat. Domingos is out there, Lucifer, of course, Miss Sweet Cream, Phoenix. You guys, Chuckles, we love you guys so much, and we're so glad that you are here with us on Tuesday Night Sweats. We greatly appreciate it. They are vanishing out of the arena. Maybe they're just switching sides. I'm not sure, but we're down to 6 players.
They've reconsidered.
they're changing their mind. We're gonna have to. They've opted out this evening. No.
It's too late
Oh,
to
we've got a
opt out.
prediction, by the way. If you want to earn those channel points, definitely get in on this prediction. Who is going to take it, Echolution or Spatial Illusion? Ooh, we've got lots of points coming in for Illusion right now. They are up to 1,000 already. So get those points in there.
And Jeep always got a lot going on. What are you up to in the Echo world at the moment?
What am I up to in the Echo world at the moment? Oh, that's a great question. We've got Echocation coming up over at Echo Mania, which is for new players who want to learn more about Echo, and they get a code tournament, and it's a whole fun super thing. Working with the VR Girls League a little bit and trying to get them moving in the right direction, and lots of positive growth there. So been working on that, and yeah, just having a good time, playing lots of scrims and trying to get my team back in season 7 shape, because we have a job to do this season.
Absolutely. And Horizon Tide, lifts all boats. And so I'd love to see the growth and all of the different projects going on, and just watching them all succeed as the game continues to get more and more popular. Also, we are as we have been raising money for Wounded Warrior Project. You can also see that at the top of the stream chat if you do want to donate to a good cause there as well. And that is VR Broadcast Network, and that is their chosen charity, and they do change those out as well. So we always love being able to use our time and donate to that as well. And let's see here, we do have a full arena. We'll see if we can get. They have been given up the ready up, it looks like, as well. So we should have buttons pressed and stacks fly in, and gentle ribbing amongst teams here. And then
gentle ribbing, is that what we're calling it these days? Why not?
Yes.
We can go with that.
Let's see who's we will see the predictions here soon as well. Looks like there were some.
Maybe it's going towards most of the predictions are going towards Echo Elation.
Yeah, it appears that way. Spatial Illusion have to prove them wrong here. We'll see who takes the joust as we come out a little slow out of the first joust, but then really fast as Spatial Illusion gets it really down deep. They have their back stack up. They do have a loose disc around goal. It's going to be picked up by Echolution. Happy Pat's going to retreat down to the floor right around Logo. He keeps from getting punched out by Quackless. Sends a nice pass to Panda Cub, who sends it all the way down as it's going to bounce to the floor. Great job passing out of their zone and getting it deep, but they could not get a stack deep enough to chase it before the defense got back. They do have another fast stack here. It looks like it'll be the Falcon and Quack stack. That's going to be, looks like they're going to be sticking together and causing chaos as they are flinging themselves around the arena. They do have their first loose disc of the night. They chase it down into Trench, and they send a shot toward goal, but it's going to kick down into the floor. Picked up by Quackless, who's going to make some sweeping arm movements, find his happy place, which is the boot. Send it over to Southern Lead Discomfort, who can't pick it up off the bottom of the clock. Is sent out into the far side. Trap still in Spatial Illusion offensive territory until Das Damon comes in and takes care of that, sends it below the same side pack. As it's picked up by Southernly, chased by Das, but not able to get there quick enough. Southernly sends a really nice clear down right to where Quackless is, but he can't corral that. He does punch Happy Path, but not before Happy Path gets rid of it, but not in a very advantageous location. So a lot of action here early. Having trouble keeping up with it, Jeep.
Well, they are definitely doing a fantastic job. We've got everybody playing hard right now. Panda Cub trying to get that one through the midfield. Not quite going to happen. It's going to bounce right back. Quick slap out, though, by a teammate, and that disc is down into the hands of Falcon. Falcon trying to get away from those defenders. Backs that one back up, but Panda going to grab it, sending it all the way into the bubble off the back wall. Will it go in? Yes, it will. And that is going to put Panda on the board there for Ecolition with a nice 3.
Beautiful trick shot.
That was lovely.
It's always on purpose. You just say it's always on purpose, no matter what.
That's right. Calculated, as Chuckles said in the Twitch chat down there. Quackless comes out quickly, grabbing that disc. The stack was moving in very fast, ready to stun that one out. But Lolly B going to get that clear across the arena. It is going to wind up, though, in the hands of Dastaman. Dastaman's going to send it right back through the midfield section. There's going to bounce through the tunnel and right back into the hands of Quackless, who loses possession to Panda Cub. Going to send that one all the way into the bubble, but Falcon is there to make that grab.
It's picked up by Lolly B. She's going to have it to send it forward to that stack who's going to chase it down. But it's going to be a 4-man pile up here in the floor. We'll see who comes out with it. It's Falcon with the soft hands as he sends it over the other side where Quack will handle it. They have everybody on the floor here on the offensive side. It's going to kick off boot and into defense's hands. They take it, nice move down to the floor to buy a little bit of space. Happy Path always very comfortable with handling on the defensive side. Doesn't get a good pass over in a very dangerous area to miss a pass, but is bailed out by his teammates. Going to send it all the way back deep. We'll see who gets the first stack back there. It's at 12 o'clock. It's picked up by Dastaman, but he pits it off the ding ring, but picked up by his teammate. And that'll be El Catherine pulling in and extending this lead to 5. So they definitely, that very fast stack of Quack and Falcon, we'll see how they disrupt here as the round goes on. They do have really a very high speed that they can travel at, it appears. So we'll see if they can continue to play through that method. They do have a nice spread passing offense here where they have it spread on both sides. They send it through tunnel, but it is picked up and reset by Ecolition. So nothing happened on that possession. Now Katrine is going to send it down and Panda Cup is going to pick it up, and we'll see how Ecolition handles this possession.
Okay, so I have to say that I'm very happy that you said El Catherine first, because I would have called him 31. So thank you for that. That disc is going to go right there into the hands of Quackless. Going to turn that one around and sending it down into the bubble there to Falcon. Falcon just right there off the cusp, not quite going to make it in, and that disc is back into the hands of Dustman. Dustman sends it right back down. Ping pong here off the back wall and out of the bubble again, where Quackless has his loses possession to Happy Path, who is certainly happy right about now, but that one did not go in. He's going to get to try again, and persistence pays, and that is another 2 points on the board.
A nice goal there by Happy Path as they continue to put pressure offensively on Spatial Illusion. Spatial Illusion hasn't quite, they have nice passing on the back end and haven't quite set up that bubble on the front end yet. So we'll see how they manage to do that. They do a nice dribble to the near side as they send it, bounces off tunnel, going to go down to the trench where it's picked up by Southern East, takes a very nice shot from the floor. And that will be their first goal, and they'll bring that lead down to only 4 here as they got plenty of time.
All right, well, it looks like we have a little shift in momentum there coming in for Illusion, as they did get that nice goal on the board there. Southerly taking a risky shot, but it did pay off. Right now, get El Catherine with the disc, going to send that one right through the tunnel and down past. Oh, however, that stack does get to it first. They do not quite make it through as the Geo gets in the way, sending that one right back down, but that's going to be Quackless with the grab. Ooh, getting a lot of heat from Happy Path. Will it pay off? Yes, it will, and they are going to take possession of that disc. Happy Path, though, had a leech there for a moment. Falcon was clinging to him. Dustman going to take that one in, sending it back. Panda Cub with the disc, sends it back for a nice reset to the midfield. Oh, boy, this is a tough game.
Yeah, lots of great players, and it's the first time I've got to cast Panda, and Panda's very, very good. I very much enjoy playing with Panda, and it's nice to to see them on the cast. Same with Dast. So it's nice to see them finally in a really high competitive situation. Dast takes it down and gets a really nice short distance goal there, puts it right in. He was calibrating up to that point. He had a couple off the ding ring that he absolutely typically makes. He makes his shots that he makes at very high clips, especially from post. He has deadly post shot, and just pretty much, I mean, if he gets possession of the disc in one of his scoring positions, he's just rare to miss. They are really trying to push this offensive stack forward with Quack and Falcon. They're looking for their spots. They try to get down deep, but don't manage to set up that bubble offense. They do pick up the loose disc. They're still kind of trying to assert a possession or gain a possession here. They do finally have Falcon with it on the boot, but he's taken out. And it's going to be a stack the other way. Happy kind of takes it from Das a little bit, but nonetheless, that's sometimes a little bit of that's just teammates. Sometimes that's just fine as long as you make the play. He does make a good attempt at a clear, but it's still going to be pressure here by Spatial Illusion. Quack on the post makes a nice pass near side to Falcon Jaxie off the ding ring as Happy once again with another corralling of a loose disc and clearing. He's been playing very good on that backside. They send it down. It's another loose disc, but it's going to be picked up by Ecolition, but it's a 1-on-4 situation, so nothing going there. Falcon has it, clears it through the middle, and it bounces off Double Diamond, but he very fortunate bounce right back to him. Will send it down, picked up by a Coalition as they try to clear through the middle and do get a very nice clear all the way. It's going to rattle around up to the ceiling where Happy Math will take it, bounce it off the ding ring. It's going to go loose, picked up by Dastama, but he's got 2-on-1 and kicks that over just in time to Panda. Tries to do the give and go back to Das, but unable to do that. But it's picked up. Nice job by Happy to corral that in and get that in very quickly on that offensive side. That Coalition really imposing their offensive will in this first round.
They absolutely are. They're showing their place right now in the arena. But you know what? It's by far not even close to being over. And we've got Chuck, by the way, in the Twitch chat saying a lot of fun to play with great teammates. In fact, I have to say, I haven't met anybody yet in Spatial Collective that has not been a joy to play with or a joy to hang out with even. So you guys have definitely found something great with your group, and I think it's fantastic, and I'm totally here for it. Dustman with the disc right now. Oh, loses possession by a nice monster attack from Illusion. They still maintain the possession of that disc as Quackless floats down the arena, flying from Geo to Geo, waiting to pair up. Hopefully, oh, there we go. A stack is coming together there with Falcon and Lolly B. Gonna send that disc all the way down. Will they grab it? Yes. Oh, no. They're going to be denied that one, and it's going to be right back into the midfield.
Yeah, definitely gonna. I think that the second round, once they get warmed up, I mean, we see Quack doing a lot of disc handling, as he's wanted to do often. But they're having trouble getting those really high quality passes into the zone, and you see they kind of take a longer shot from a not a great angle. So I think this team has a lot of skill. They need to just focus on connecting really high execution passes. High percentage passes. The more kind of motion you get, that can become a tougher task, and what I see with Quackless, sometimes he's doing a lot of these motions with no defenders around, and then he's making passes off those inverted and kind of body all over the place. So maybe he'll slow that down, and I think once they do that, they can definitely go toe-to-toe with that Coalition in the second round.
I think so too. Blend, how do you feel about what we've seen so far, and what do they need to mix up?
I think it's definitely true. There is a lot of free floating. I think just connecting those passes, they are doing a lot of great movements against Ecolition. Just there's a lot of free movement trying to juke them, and if that team is coordinated, which Ecolition is at the current moment, they're punishing those free floating movements and not allowing them to see that open person across on the boot. So I think if Spatial Illusion, if they look for those passes, they'll definitely be able to punish Coalition's defense.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, and Mark, if you can, tell me what is going on with the fish. There's talk of fish from the last round. Somebody need to walk their fish, and now we're talking about goldfish in the Twitch chat. Do you have any idea what's happening?
Coalition has a gaming server. It is called Petunia's Gaming Village. Petunia is a goldfish. She does play Oculus. I've seen her wearing an Oculus headset. But that is basically Coalition, which obviously Team Orange. They have a great gaming server where they do more than Echo. They every Saturday night they all drink a lot of drinks and play Echo and Among Us and have a lot of fun. And they also host a lot of other games. So definitely the fish is where it's at.
That is perfectly fair. Petunia the fish. I'll have to remember that. Make notes. Yes, Jucifer now telling me that is the team mascot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you guys have a mascot, Mark?
Well, if you asked me last season, I probably would have said Quackless. But we don't
Fair.
have an official mascot now. Let's see, nice offensive throw down there, but they can't make much of it. A lot of loose disc early on here as these teams get centered, and we find our first goal with Alcatrine chasing that down. Great stack to get down there, and yeah, they had 90 seconds without a goal. That was a little longer than we saw in the first round. We'll see if these teams play a little bit more gritty and slow these opposing stacks down.
Yeah, that's
how
going
you know
to be.
you Oh, go ahead.
Say that again. Go ahead, Glenn.
That's how you know you executed a stack appropriately. Is if you're down there and you have enough time to just turn around, just float it right in. That you outstack them that fast that you have 2 seconds to just go over to the ring, put it in. Always take those moments of your POV. Say, how do we do that to make that happen again?
Yeah, and that's how you improve, right? That's how you get better. You figure out what works, and then you try to implement that the next time. So, yeah, great observation. That disc was going to be right back into the hands of Panda Cub. Going to send that one all the way down. We get hung up there on the bow tie, though, and they are going to have to chase it. That is a free disc right now, but it's going to belong to Falcon. Falcon with the disc. Going to send that one right down quickly to Quackless. Quackless is looking for the best option. Does not see Panda moving in, and going to stun him out and steal that disc. Dostman and Panda Cub are paired up, ready to go. This is going to be a little bit wide, though, and Panda going to have to finish it off with a spit shine for the 4 points. Total.
Get to your launchers.
Yeah, they had the stack together, kept the stack. They turned it over, chased it up into the ceiling with the stack, missed the initial shot, and still stacked up to get the rebound. So they saw it all the way through the play. That's really where the beauty in the game lies, is just keeping that stack and the integrity of it throughout until you get the job done. It's a great job by Coalition.
Intercepted.
Oh, nice steal from Lolly B. Gonna send that one right down to Quackless for the goal. And we have just a 1-goal game here in round 2. Very nicely done. And this is definitely a different game from what we saw in round 2. I mean, round 1. Illusion definitely have changed up what they're doing, and it seems to be working. They're combating them fairly well.
Yeah, nice dish by Lolly B to pick it up and see the play, make the play. I do think that Illusion will take the second round. I think they have enough firepower here to bring this to a third round. I'm pretty confident of that. I'm never right, so I guess my confidence is, I don't know. I don't know if it's valuable, but
It has a name. It's called the Caster's Curse.
Yes. Katrina has they're going to take it up to Star from Bowtie. They send it over to the near side. Happy is going to take a little bit of latency as Happy's going to retreat with the disc. They're going to send it back to Star. They have a nice spread out offense. They have Stammen on the post right where you want him to take that shot, but does not quite get it on target that time. That is an absolute monster of a shot to defend. I mean, that is just like almost unfair. Nice pickup by Panda, and she gets those off so quick. That one is worth 3 points, and my curse is already seeping into the arena.
Oh, Yes, as casters, we have to learn that we do that too. My worst one, I gotta be honest, was I caster cursed the neighbors and they lost a match and I felt horrible.
Oh
Terrible.
no.
All your fault. If only you had
It was
worn
all
your
my
own
fault.
socks.
I felt so responsible. It was horrifying. Lolly B gonna send that disc right down there, but El Katrine is gonna send it right back, and that's going. Oh no, they overshoot it. Everybody does. We have a little bit of a zingy going on here in the arena. That is going to be Falcon with the disc now. Going to send it across the floor, trying to get it to his teammate's hand, but it's going to be cleared. Oh, nice grab by Southerly Discomfort, who is hiding out in the midfield. Going to send that one right back down to Lolly B. Lolly B moving in. Oh, getting a lot of heat and having to get rid of that disc quickly. Panda Cub going to send that one right back down. But Lolly B there to pick it up again, and the stack overshoots. Quackless with the disc now.
And it's going to be picked up and sent forward by Coalition, and it will be sent down. If an offensive stack can pick it up, or if the defense will chase it down. The offense gets there first, but overshoots it a little bit, but Panda will still have it. Nice moves, and sends it to Bowtie. He's going to send it in. Dast gets punched before he's able to bring that arm around, and it's going to kick up into the ceiling and be cleared out. Oh, not quite cleared out. Nice job by Happy Path to keep it in there, and Happy also does like to hold on to the disc and likes to try to buy space for his teammates, bring in defenders before he passes anything, and that's even including right underneath their own goal. A nice shot there, but it's saved by Catherine. Right place, right time. That was a great job and a very strong shot as Spatial Illusion does try to get there, but another nice shot, and that happened on both ends consecutively as these teams are vying to try to get that next goal. It's going to be picked up by Stammy, sends it, but not a strong enough shot as he's punched as he tries to shoot it. Loose disc going to go to Panda Cub as she sends it forward to that front stack. Dash has an open goal, but can't quite connect.
So I'm so conflicted because like they'll make a save and I'm so excited for the person who saved it, but at the same time I'm so disappointed for the ones that didn't get the goal, and it's very conflicting sometimes because you want them both to do well and you want them you never show favoritism. You want everybody to have a fantastic game, so it gets a little hard sometimes. That disc is right there in the hands of Falcon for the 2, shrinking this lead, I should say, back down to just 1 goal. 3-point game, such a different round from round 1, and you've already said it that you think that Illusion's got it. So fingers crossed. They've got 2.5 minutes left to get that nice big 3-point goal. If they could get 2 of those, they would seal the deal. And that disc is going to be right down to the hands of Happy Path. Happy Path is going to hold on to that for just a second, backing it up. Lolly B moving in, though. Going to force that pass up to Panda Cub. Panda Cub sends it into the bubble area, but it's going to bounce right back out. They are not able to get a hand on it just yet, and that is going to be what Southerly Discomfort needs to send that disc right back down into the orange zone. A stack right now is going to be what does it. That's going to be Dosterman with the grab.
And he clears it out, but it's going to come right back to Pack, but nice job picking it up. Coalition is going to send it right through the middle, though. They do have defense back there, but they don't quite make the play. They have an open goal and a great shot off the backboard, and that's the Dastaman shot that we are familiar with. That one a little bit with some extra mileage on it, if you will, and still a very strong shot. And I was hoping that Spatial could come in here. Obviously, the Spatial Illusion got wearing the Spatial name, so I am partial to any Spatial team above even other buddy squads here. So hopefully they can come back. They only 6 down. But they're going to have to score pretty quick in order to get that chance for 2 goals here. Both of them have to be 3s. They need to get somebody either back working on goalie, but Das is going to pick it up. He sends a nice, strong, clear, very close to goal. And obviously Quackless on Spatial Confusion last year. He's played all season with us, but maybe some people don't know, one of the Coalition members, also a Season 6 Spatial Confusion roster member, and that's the man holding the disc right now, laying it really hard off the backboard. Dastaman with an accurate shot, but a wonderful save by Spatial Illusion to keep that lead from extending. But Dastaman came in. He played with us. We needed somebody desperately for the very last game of the season. Nice finishing goal there by Dastaman. But we needed a player for the last game of the season. We were short. Quack had to work, and other people couldn't make it. So we signed Dast for that final game because we really wanted to get in the top 100. That was our goal the whole season, and Dast helped us make it happen. So he's always got in good favors with the Spatial Clubhouse.
And also, someone pointed out in the Twitch chat that it is his birthday today. So a huge birthday shout out right there. Fantastic. You guys let us know stuff like that earlier, and we can make a big deal out of it and call him things like the birthday boy, like I did to Mark. So, fantastic match. Incredible blend. Talk to me for a second. Tell me how you felt about that one.
I think both teams played fantastic. It was great. As somebody said in the Twitch chat, it's amazing to see Happy Path's growth as a new player, of just controlling at this, maintaining it, and just wonderful play on both parts. Great 3-point shots, and it just was a lot of back and forth, very high-paced gameplay. Very enjoyable to watch.
Awesome. All right, Mark. Goodness gracious, that was so much fun, and kudos to those of you who won there in the Twitch on that prediction poll. That's how you earn those points. Keep watching. The more you watch, the more you earn, and the more, of course, you can use those. So.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Coalition. They've been supporting the cast. This is their third time on. They took losses the first 2 times, so it's really nice to see them get their first W against a good team who's going to be a good team in season 7. Obviously with Spatial Illusion, a lot of good players, really fun action. Happy birthday, Dast! So that's awesome. He played very well. Really tuned it in there. Second half of that second round with some really good long range shots and really good play to finish it out. So, yeah, always a good time on Tuesday nights. We always appreciate everybody in the community coming out, supporting the teams, watching your friends play, and watching it, getting some good competitive games. We'll be back next week. Until then, my name was Yes Mark Ramsey, and with me was Jeep, Girls, and Blend. See you all, and thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Into the hands of Nagini. Nagini getting this cross off to Corny, which once again, Corny getting grounded, getting the move, and
they're on the boot, but very close. Oh, and 9
stacks. It is going to be Chuckles a lot there first, but 31 gets the turnover. It is a 4v.
On some brawling happening in the back. Time Lord's going to pass it right over to the center. There goes
the Precise. As Precise gets this one picked up and sent across to Sandalorian. The quick 1-2 back to the Precise, who gets through one, takes the shot, but Corny, which says trap area into the hands of Nagini. Nagini has the open goal, but maybe, not quite trusting that distance from them. The Precise passing, it is awesome to see players like this working in a team scenario. And what a pass over to AJ Bear.
A bit lows, but they are going to get another chance at taking it, and 9 pops up from the
this one forward under some pressure. Gets it to Media, who gets the behind the back slap. Last opportunity here for Nagini.
Just shy of catching the teammate, but it doesn't matter. Purple here, but the blue team's going to take over possession again. Nice clear. That was fantastic from the blue team. See if they can get it down there. Oh! And they're coming in hot, but and a steal. What's gonna happen? And 9 drops it 2 and actually misses the goal. That's okay. Purple Flame's gonna pick it back up, try and go for a